YouTube, what's up? We're back in the shop. We're going to do installation of a lightweight steering column today. Got the column from OK Race Fab. There are a few changes we have to make. I already welded up. Motion Race Works quick release on there. I have to trim these brackets down. They don't fit into the fabric, so I'm going to have to shorten them up. They're too wide. Figure out where these are going to go, so I'll mock it into place. I'll tack them, pull it out, we'll weld it. Over here inside, I'll do a little time lapse removing the factory column. We'll get that out, figure out some wiring aspects that we have to do to keep the functionality of the factory body control module. This way lights, windows, all the switches and everything work off of the factory BCM. All right, so let's get started. Well, okie dokie, artichokey. We got that out. A little bit more pain in the butt than I thought it was because OCD. Come on, let me turn this off real quick.
Trying to find a needle in a haystack.
A little OCD with my wiring and how everything's tucked away, so I make sure everything's tucked up, zip tied, bolted down or whatever. I just made it for a pain in the butt to remove, but we got it out still fairly fast. So this is what we got right here. Factory column, new column. This is the piece. I'll see if I can show you right here. This is what I'd like to utilize from the factory column. Weld that into the end of this, and then I can just bolt that directly back to the factory steering, and all easy peasy, right? So let's see how easy peasy it's going to be. First, let's get this mocked up inside. I know I'm going to have to trim it down. Alright, so this way you can see what I was talking about here. These brackets were too long, so I just nipped the ends off. This way they were the same width as this. In the vehicle where this bolts up, there's lips. And it wouldn't let that recess where it needs to recess. Let's see how this fits now. This is there's a flashlight.
Actually very nice. Very nice, yes. It's tight like a tiger.
Yes, you are tight like a tiger.
Alright, we got the steering wheel bolted up to the motion hub. I'm going to slide this in here real quick. Kind of just mimic what we got going on. Probably going to have to adjust left to right, side to side. That's a nice deal right there. I don't know if you see it. So where I sit, my vision's like that, so I can't really see my screen. I used to be able to see it like that, but I can see the shift lights, so it should work. I mean, I kind of really like it. It's in a good spot. So now I just gotta figure out down there. Trim the shaft that goes inside, that deal. Gotta trim that to length. But I can tack this in, get this welded up, and then figure out what I'm gonna do down there. Because that's gonna have to be like, probably there, something. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I got a lot of figuring out and thinking to do. So good thing I got my smart glasses on. It's probably gonna be a total pain in the butt. Just for reference, I did go ahead, disconnect all the battery power. Nothing's connected, so I don't go frying my ECU or any electronics. Let's get these off. Man of many gloves.
2 hours later.
We got that deal all tacked in. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out. We'll put it on the bench. We'll weld it all up. Finished welding this thing all up. And by we, I mean me. I am no professional by any means, but that deal will stick and it will work. I don't know if that focused too good. So we're gonna let that cool off. Once that cools off, we'll bolt it back in, and then we'll size the shaft that goes through it.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I have to get this shaft out of the factory column. That's what I'm working on right now. Kind of just beat the crap out of it until it comes out. I unbolted everything, but it's kind of weird. This holds it in. So I think once I get this off, and then I got to get this all slide out as one unit, and then I'm going to figure that out after that. So I was hoping this was going to slide in here. It's not, but it will butt up. So I'm going to need to get this a little bit flatter. It'll be okay if it's not too much, because it is going to a U-joint. And then what I'll do, I have to account for this distance, and I'm just gonna have to butt weld it and hold on tight. When I get this bolted back in, and then we'll go ahead, we'll size the shaft, and then go from there. Realistically, hope for the best at this point, because there's really not a lot of room down there, man. It's kind of got me a little nervous that this whole deal is gonna require a whole bunch of aftermarket U-joints and shaft, which I don't want to do. I was hoping to be able to use some of the factory parts, the factory U-joints. Basically, I wanted to reuse the factory steering, everything after the column.
It's science.
And it's really tight right now, so cross your fingers and pray for me. So now this is definitely, we know it's too long. That's okay though, because this is what we gotta size, right? Sheesh, man. I'm gonna have to shorten this up about a ½ inch. There's actually a mark there. That's probably God telling me that's where to cut it. So that's where I'm gonna cut it. Okay, so this is what I mean by the factory. I want to use sure, right, like you can see that. I want to use all of this still, utilizing this little deal, right? So this will go on to here, and then we're going to have to, probably show the flashlight where it was, and then we're going to have to shorten this up here, right, and weld this to that. So I'm going to shorten this up more, and then we'll mark that and see how that goes. I really like where this is, so I'm going to go cut this, put the steering wheel in, sitting here and make vroom vroom noises. Get back to you in a minute, or 12. Measure once, cut 6 times, and fuck everything up, right? I could work with that. That's not too bad. Okay. All right. Get the welder in here. Get a fresh battery. Hey man, my birthday coming up. Feel free to buy me a Bluetooth freaking TIG pedal, man, because this is annoying with a capital A. Having to drag all this pedal shit everywhere. I mean, look at the size of this thing. That's my forearm.
That's what she said.
We're going to have to get this out ASAP. I hope that that one tack holds, because this is going to turn into a disaster really fast. Let's get this deal back in here. What we can see. I mean, hey. Hopefully they're straight. I didn't even check to see if my wheels were straight when I put it on. That deal's in there. I mean, I'm gonna drive it like this. It's pouring rain out, so we can't even take it for a test ride. But I want to take it for a ride, see if I want to hear or if I want to drop it down a little bit more. I don't know. I might go down. I might go down, but we'll see. It's got a good angle down there. We'll have to really go for a ride. I mean, I guess that's. I mean, that's sweet. That's sweet, baby. All right, so that's going to do it for this video. Next time we'll come back. We'll finish this up. We'll get this painted. We'll do the wiring. We have a lot of factory wiring to go through and sort out, remove a bunch of stuff, get the turn signal switch wired in. We'll test drive it, see if I want to adjust it up and down. Hopefully it's not raining next time we get here. Yeah, we'll get it all buttoned up back together. That's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, and always remember, Jesus loves you, baby.